Though your heart is aching, smile. Even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by.
You're not making money until you're making money when you're not working. I didn't make no money when I didn't do a show. You see what I'm saying? I had to work to get the money every time. When I'm not in the show, and the show is still, they going, how you keep yourself off your own show? Oh, I don't understand that. Right. I'm like, cause this motherfucker on automatic pilot.
Every woman has a right, not only to independence and security, but to live her life to the full and to express herself to the full.
Your mind has to be stronger than your feelings. Your mind has to be stronger than your feelings. Think about every poor decision you've made in your life. Gosh. There was more emotion that was involved in it than there was mind. Every single one of them. Think about it. Really was. Your feelings keep you in bed. Your mind tells you, get up.
Those I can't catch a break guys,
yeah.
Get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't buy it. Because everybody has bad breaks.
Yeah.
I've had a shit ton of bad breaks. But you know what I did? I stayed up.
Yeah.
And I thought through it. And I figured out what the fuck I did wrong, and then I went back. It's like, I fucked up everything I've ever done 100 times. There's no other way to do it. And I've had a bunch of shitty breaks. Everybody has. But you gotta realize when you have those shitty breaks what that is. It's an opportunity for you to reassess, reboot, get better, figure out another way, find another way through. It's just little challenges.
What happens if you take a cold shower every day? The heart rate is gonna go down with 20, 30 beats a minute, 24 hours a day. That means stress is gone. Cold shower a day keeps the doctor away. What happens more is that the blood flow runs much better through the system. The nutrients, vitamins and minerals and oxygen, they get better to the cells.
I was poor because I didn't have anything. I had no money, I had no things, we had no TV, we had no refrigerator, we had nothing as kids, but I was rich because I had a dream.
As much as you want to be able to listen a little bit because somebody's going to give you a gem, but nobody knows but you. You can't get advice on what you should do with your life, right? Nobody knows what you are. Like even sometimes you don't really even know what you are. You got to take your shot. And it's like, as much as you want people to agree and you want the people around you to be supporting your dreams and all, it's not going to be like that all the time. You got to do it alone.
To be 67, having just buried my mother, I made a promise to her and to God to do, not just to do good the right way, but to honor my mother and my father by the way I live my life the rest of my days on this earth. I'm here to serve, to help, to provide. But in every prayer, all I hear is feed my sheep. That's what God wants me to do.
We all have two lives. The second begins when you realize you only have one.
And so my mentality is I walk into work every day. Number one responsibility, how do I make us more money? Number two, how do I get some money? That's my approach to business. The minute I walk in every single day, I'm unapologetic about it. It's not personal or anything like that. I am constantly trying to win because winning is what's going to create other opportunities.
I know billionaires and I know millionaires and I know people who ain't got all. And the most unhappy people are the richest ones. That's a fact. That's true. So all you people out there, yeah, listen to that. I've got billionaire mates and they're very unhappy. They're never happy. If they found 100 grand on the floor, they wouldn't make them happy. They'd be looking for the next one because enough is never enough. They're always chasing more. And no matter what they achieve, they're always trying to go again and try and make more. But for me, I'm happy. Like, I'd be happy if I lived in a council flat up there in a tower block. I don't really care because I don't need a flash house or a flash car for someone to like me. If they don't like me, then f*** them.
So the goal was to be the first one at breakfast. So I set my alarm. I make sure I'm up by sunrise. I get out of bed. I put on my gear and I head downstairs. But when I get there, Kobe's already there with ice packs on his knees, drenched in sweat. Now, it took me a minute to figure it out, but this guy wasn't only awake before me. He had already worked out. He had just played in the finals days earlier. Meanwhile, I'd been off for months and I was still exhausted. What he had done that morning was incomprehensible to me. That dedication he had only days after falling short of an NBA championship. That taught me something I've never forgotten. Legends aren't defined by their successes. They're defined by how they bounce back from their failures.
You got lucky. Guys like you always think other people get lucky. I don't get lucky. I make my own luck.
When anyone asks me, like, what should I do? I'm just like, just do anything. Anything will lead to something else, and you just got to get out there and take a chance. Even if it's unpaid work, whatever it is, it will lead to something better, so do everything.
My mom said, you need to get a job. I said, I already have a job. I'm just not getting paid yet. I'm working on my dream. That's my job. If I'm gonna pay attention to my nightmare, I should be able to work on my dream. Well, one of them is gonna take my energy. I would rather give my energy to my dream than my nightmare.
If you think a lot of money will make you happy, you never had a lot of money before.
So what do you value now? What's at the top for you to value?
Me, my children, my whole barometer of life. Yeah.
You don't choose your passions choose you. And all of us are gifted with certain passions, and the people who are lucky are the ones who get to follow those things. You can have a job, or you can have a career, or you can have a calling. And if you can somehow figure out how to have a calling, you have hit the jackpot, because that's the big deal.
I just like to be around peace. And if you went through and experienced as much pain as I have, I've been through tremendous amounts of pain. Physically, mentally, spiritually. I've been through hell. In order to appreciate and understand great peace, you have to have went through and experienced great pain.
I've been happy broke, and I've been happy rich, and happy rich is way better. I'll just tell you that. I have been happy when I was broke. I've been happy broke. I've had a loving family. But I can't create happiness for a whole lot of other people without any money.
When I was young, I had a lot of people telling me you have to adjust to the other ones. You have to be like the other ones. I was listening, but I wasn't always following. I kept doing my own thing, and I believed in myself. I kept going, and it brought me where I am today.
This is a hard world. Don't nobody give you nothing. You have to work for it. I'm blessed to be able to beat up everybody, so I want to beat up everybody until I can't beat them no more. If I can go 10 more years, I'm going to keep on doing it.
No matter what people perceive of me, I always shine through at the end of the day. So I've had a lot of people try to tear me down, but I'm here. And I've always been myself, and I've always wanted that, and I've been graceful, and I've tried to handle myself with as much class, and it's only because I know how hard I work, and I'm not going to let any of that get to me.
I'm not perfect, man. I wake up, and sometimes I don't think I'm good enough. Sometimes I don't think I'm creative enough. Sometimes I don't think my movie's going to work, or the writing isn't great, or the this or the that or da-da-da. But once again, that's the voice in your head that you have to tell to fuck off, and then maybe you take a little bit of that chip that it's giving you and use it as fuel.
I always felt like I could do anything. That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything. And I'm Kanye West at age 36.
There's three types of people you need in your life. You need the inspired, the excited, and the grateful. So now you sit here and tell me you don't know what to do? You know what to do. But the people you're around ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm begging you from a man to a man. Let go. Let go. Let go of these people who you know aren't for you.
When I was young, I thought that success was all I needed. That's what was gonna bring the happiness. Buying my mom a house, fame, the accolades, having people say, yo, you are the best in the game. I thought those would be the things that would bring happiness. And then when those things came, the happiness wasn't there. And I realized why that was. There was such an attempt to achieve these things and to keep going that you lose sight of the people and the blessings that you have around you. You're so focused on the next success, the next step in your career, the next check, whatever it is, and you forget the fact that you have these things that seem small if you're looking that way. But if you look this way, you realize they're the only thing that matters, and that's your mother, that's your family, that's love. What about talent?
Talent? I don't believe in talent. Well, some people, they have talent. It's good. It helps when you have talent. As long as you have a lot of determination and willpower, that's all you need. And you have to have the will to win.
Life is unpredictable. Not everything's in our control, but as long as you're with the right people, you can handle anything.